Today on the program, when a successful constructor becomes a successful baker, or how a state worker gets involved in private business and one man feeds thousands of people. Archaeologists claim that the first grains were used for human consumption in Central Asia around 15,000 years ago. Over time, the technology of processing and preparation were improved, and already 3 years ago there were the first yeast bread. Attitude to bread, to his special, almost sacred value of human life, have been tested for centuries. Bread is the staff of life, and this is true even today, full of all sorts of culinary delights. It took some time for the hero of our today's program, a man with an honorable craft, a baker, to find his job of life.
В школе мечтал быть путешественником, быть географом, ездить по всему миру, изучать страны.
At school, I dreamed to be a traveler, to be a geographer, to travel the world and learn countries, people's culture, just to be everywhere and know everything.
Стал трезвый вопрос практически. Путешествовать можно, а как, на что жить? И трезво оценив ситуацию.
But closer to finishing school, there was a question. Yes, I can travel, but where to get the money? So I took a reality check and chose to major in engineering of hydromelioration construction works, and in 1981, I was sent to the Balkhash region of the Almaty Oblast to the main Rise Savkhoz system and worked there as a common worker up to the position of manager of the construction department of Almaty Melioration.
До руководителя строительного управления объединения Алмата Мелиорация.
In those years, Kuandik participated in the construction of 5 large Rise Savkhozes where a whole infrastructure was created. Grain storage, field for agricultural aviation, schools, kindergartens and houses. The constructed objects by Kuandik are supplying rice and other products for a significant number of people in the country still today.
Я 7 лет работал в хозяйственном управлении парламента.
I had worked for 7 years in facilities, administration of the parliament, and had organized relocation of government agencies from Almaty to Astana. Since 2004, I worked in the office of the president in the position of deputy head of the Department of Construction. I participated directly in the design, construction, and putting into operation institutions like the Parliament of Kazakhstan. The sharp turn in the life of our hero was caused by his brother, who opened a bakery in the young capital. This example inspired Kuandik, and he decided to start the same project. It all started with a small, poorly adapted building and used equipment.
Я сам профессиональный строитель и мог, конечно, любую работу организовать.
I was not scared, because I'm a professional constructor and can do any job like building something, do repair works. That's why I was not afraid. But we had some difficulties due to my brother who was involved in it. I knew the process and I decided to start the same project here in Almaty. As you can see, I reached all set goals within these 5 years.
Как вы видите, все какие бы задачи на эти годы ставились, я их достиг.
After completely rebuilding the shop and working out issues with equipment, Kuandik was faced with personnel issues. He needed qualified technologists, engineers, and masters. The team was formed over the years, and today our hero has 50 employees so far.
Мы их сами обучаем, проводим стажировки.
We train them. Thanks to a good salary, they are staying to work here. The work is difficult, and not all can manage it.
Не все ее выдерживают.
It is shift working, and the main part of works is done at nights. But due to efforts of our specialists, our work is staying at a high level. We have no problems with our staff today.
Поэтому проблем сегодня у нас в кадрах нет.
Modern production of bread runs around the clock in 7 days a week. You cannot stop even for a few hours because it can lead to a violation of technology and damage the entire lot of cooking bread. Without mentioning how many people would be left without this simple but indispensable product.
В руках я держу свежевыпеченный формовой хлеб, как в народе говорят, кирпич. Сегодня вы убедились, что
Now I am handing a just-cooked tinned loaf, as people say, brick. Today you have made sure that within 24 hours we produce 15,000 of such bricks. Currently the demand for this bread is increasing. There's a courtyard before me, and we want to build a bigger oven for baking here. It means that we by ourselves will increase our production twofold by building a new oven and provide our city with more bread.
мы своими силами можем еще увеличить в 2 раза производительность вот этого социального хлеба, очень нужного нашему городу.
Today, by the efforts of the team led by Kuandik, more than 30 types of baked goods are produced. Products range from a simple tin loaf to buns with various fillings.
Поставляем нашу продукцию в больничные учреждения, детские сады, школы, войсковые части.
We deliver our bread to hospitals, kindergartens, military objects, and other medical institutions. Within 5 years, we are providing one specific object. It is a physiology and maternity center. We have only good feedback, and they want to have our bread at their tables, so we keep providing them with our bread. There are only women who are preparing to give birth. They are very scrupulous enough, that's why our everyday bread tests its quality there.
Одни женщины, которые собираются рожать, очень такие требовательные, щепетильные, поэтому первый экзамен ежедневный проходит.
Then we deliver the bread to about 1,200 bakeries of the city, as well as objects within the Almaty Oblast. We deliver it over 200 to 250 kilometers away, also to regional centers like Bakanas, Balkhash, Uzenagash, Issyk, Talgar, Kaskilien, Gres, the Ili region, and others.
Issyk, Talgar, Kaskilien и другие Грес или Илийский.
A new milestone in the development of production of our hero began with complete equipment upgrades. To sustain competition and provide products with high quality, it is necessary to follow the latest developments in the technology of grain production.
Установили самое современное передовое оборудование Европы. Благодаря этому сегодня мы можем.
We have installed modern equipment from Europe. It lets us produce high-quality bread with the size and variety we want. Among the same productions within our city, according to the realization of products, we have reached the 3rd or 4th place in Almaty. Therefore, our products are in demand and people need them.
Достигли уровня уже, скажем, 3-4 места в городе. Поэтому наша продукция востребована, она пользуется большим спросом. Задачи у нас стоят тут в течение месяца поставить еще одну печь.
Our next task is building one more oven for baking tinned loaf within 1 month, and we will increase the production by our own efforts. But as you know, nobody forges ahead. All competitors are trying to work better to be more profitable. That's why we also have some plans. We've made a program on reducing cost of bread production. It can be achieved by launching new automated lines of modern production.
Новые вопросы. Мы составили программу по удешевлению хлебной продукции. А эту продукцию можно достичь только путем запуска новых линий, автоматизированных линий современного производства. Сейчас есть у нас договоренности с заводами Европы.
Now we have a contract with European factories on delivery of modern equipment in the forthcoming years. And also we are signing a contract with the Kiev Project Institute on a new modern grain facility project.
Договор с Киевским проектным институтом о проектировании нового современного хлебного предприятия.
Brought up in an atmosphere of hard work, perseverance, and always relying on himself, Kuandik, Khamzin, transmits these family values to his children. Each of his sons is his father's pride.
В нашей семье 3 сына, старший сын.
I have 3 sons. My oldest son is an international lawyer. He graduated from the Astana Eurasian University with honors. And also he earned his master's degree in Washington. Currently he works in a French company.
И в настоящее время работает во французской компании. Второй сын, он по моим стопам закончил строительный.
My second son, like me, graduated the construction faculty of the Eurasian University. But he doesn't work in this field, but he opened an English language school in Astana and teaches English to young men, women, and students.
И занимается преподаванием английского языка в городе Астане для студентов, для молодых людей. Младший сын.
My third son graduated KEMAP in Almaty, the management and economic forecasting faculty. Now he helps me in my job and works on the new project of construction of the new grain facility.
Занят новым проектом по строительству нового хлебного предприятия.
Whatever job Kuandik would work in his life, all goes well in his hands. Not every state worker turned his attention to this kind of business as a bakery. It's largely a social kind of business and physically hard. Not everyone who has started such a business is successful.
Я, во-первых, благодарен судьбе, что в моей жизни встречались очень много прекрасных и замечательных.
I am grateful in my life for having so many wonderful people. Each friend, each familiar person tried to bring something new in my life. For sure, I take my energy and inspiration from my family's support. These are my mother's, my own mom, and my mother-in-law, my wife, and my 3 sons. All of them try to help me in spite of any difficulties. They do their best in order that everything goes well in our job and moves forward with a positive mood.
Вкладывают максимум усилий, чтобы у нас работа ладилась, спорилась, и все хорошим настроением двигались вперед.
Kuandik is not afraid of difficulties. To have what he has now, he has had to overcome many things, beginning from technological and personnel problems and challenges any business comes across, with to specific complications typical in the bread industry. But our hero believes that the road will be handled by the walker.
Поставил себе цель построить хлебный цех и невзирая ни на какие трудности.
I had set a goal to build a bakery shop, and despite all difficulties, I reached that result by my hard and scrupulous work. Of course, we still have much work to do, but I am morally satisfied that I am producing the main product of people's consumption.
Конечно, моральное удовлетворение, что ты изготавливаешь главный продукт человеческого потребления, и большое такое имеешь моральное удовлетворение, невзирая ни на какие-то трудности, ни на какие сложности, ни на...
Despite all difficulties, complications, and 24-hour work, I have this satisfaction, and I believe the more you put your heart into the work and give all your energy, the faster you can see results that will be enjoyed by everybody.
И по истечении времени ты увидишь вот эти результаты, которые, конечно, каждого человека могут радовать.